Airplane! Exclamation point is a movie released in 1980. I became aware of this movie because the actress who plays the mother in the movie Marriage Story, which is one of my favorite movies. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. Come on, what are you doing? She's in this, Julie Haggerty, and ever since I found that out, and I've heard nothing but amazing things about this movie, I've been wanting to watch it. So today, I'm going to cross this movie off the list. So, like this video, and if you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Leave me some comments so I can get a back rub from the algorithm, the ever enigmatic YouTube algorithm, and also support me on the Patreon if you feel so inclined, because a little remuneration goes a long way. All right, so without further ado, Airplane, movie coming straight at you. Let's do it. All right, at the top, we're getting the Jaws reference. I think they're going to need a bigger plane, though.
From the Religious Consciousness Church, would you care to make a donation?
No, but thank you anyway.
All right, she put her foot down.
Don't tell me which zone is for stopping and which zone is for loading.
Don't start off with your white zone shit again.
The announcers start the beef.
We'd like you to have this flower, Church of Religious Consciousness. Would you like to make a donation?
We gave it the office.
Preaching to the choir?
There's just no stopping in a white zone.
Really, Vernon? You want me to have an abortion?
Oh, what? That's the euphemism they were talking about?
Hello, sir. We'd like you to have this flower on behalf of the Church of Religious Consciousness. Would you...
He said, no, bro. Instead of this interaction, giving you my jacket is a small price to pay.
Elaine, I've got to talk to you.
I just don't want to go over it anymore.
If you'll just be patient, I can work things out.
She wants nothing to do with you, guy.
It takes so many things to make love last. It takes respect. And I can't live with a man I don't respect.
Oh, shots fired.
What a pisser.
Yes, I love shattering that fourth wall.
There's a passenger on your Chicago flight, a little girl named Lisa Davis. She's scheduled for a heart transplant. We found a donor an hour ago.
Just got the heart chilling on the table.
6 hours. I want you to make sure that she's kept in a reclined position. The watch is kept on her IV.
Okay.
Also, it's very important that she remain calm.
I don't know if his desk is sterile.
You'll be back in town tomorrow night.
I won't be back. I've requested the Atlanta run.
Elaine.
This guy's not giving up.
You know, I haven't been able to get near a plane since the war. Even if I could, they wouldn't hire me because of my war record.
Got PTSD, huh?
What's hurt you the most is your record since the war. It's different jobs, and not one of them shows you can accept any real responsibility.
Has a laissez-faire attitude.
Was LA, Clarence?
No, not likely, Victor.
Dynamite!
It's scattered cover at 2,000, icing around team.
Oh, I'm such a sucker for the slapstick.
Clarence, latest weather report shows everything south.
Is that Kareem?
Oh, hi, Roger.
That's Kareem.
I'd like one ticket to Chicago.
Smoking or non-smoking?
Smoking, please.
Yeah. Have a nice trip.
Oh, I love this movie. Smoking or non-smoking. And they give him an airplane ticket that's just billowing with smoke. Oh, that pleases my brain.
That hunky muffy mess my old lady got to be running coal upside down his head, you know?
Mike can dig it. No, he ain't gonna lay no more big rap up on you, man.
I say, hey, Scott,
Oh, Ebonics.
you know what they say? See a broad to get that booty yak 'em, lay her down or smack 'em, yak 'em. Coal got to be.
I mean, that is so loyal to the concise nature of Ebonics, distilled so elegantly in that passage.
Nervous?
Yes.
You sussed that out, did you?
First time.
No, I've been nervous lots of times.
Oh, the simple truth response. The simple truth response never gets old.
You must get some rest. Good advice. You relax, and I'll be back right after we take off.
Okay, very accommodating to this girl who's going to get a heart transplant.
Oh, I haven't flown for a long time.
She doesn't try to console him at all. She just walks away like, okay, guy. Okay, guy.
Our arrival time at your temperature there is currently 62 degrees.
See how the other side lives.
Lane, I've got to talk to you.
You shouldn't have come. I don't have time now.
No wonder you're upset. She's lovely. Supple, pouting breasts, firm thighs.
All right, don't rub salt in the wounds, you lascivious old lady.
I remember when we first met. It was during the war.
Oh, she's so chagrined.
You wouldn't walk in there unless you knew how to use your fists. You could count on a fight breaking out almost every night.
Not the the Girl Scouts. Of course, in every bar in America, you'll find the pugnacious Girl Scouts quarreling over a hand of poker.
I didn't go there that night to fall in love. I just dropped in for a couple of drinks.
It was love at first sight.
I had to ask the guy next to me to pinch me to make sure I wasn't dreaming.
He's like, let me get away from this deviant post haste. Okay. It's either she's extremely light or he has Herculean strength. Either alternative is uproarious. Dancing like no one else is in the room. Except in this case, no one's actually in the room, but there's a metaphor there.
But enough about me. I hope this hasn't been boring for you. It's just that whenever I start to talk about Elaine, I always get so carried away.
Yo, that's so dark. She was so affected by her disinterest in his story that she hung herself. My gosh. That was such a delightful joke to someone with such a morbid sense of humor like I.
Excuse me. I thought you might like some coffee.
Coffee?
I want you to sit down. Cream? No, thank you. I take it black. Like my men.
I mean, she knows what she wants. I guess the Kardashians saw this scene and was like, I got it, simpatico.
Sure. You ever been in a cockpit before?
No, sir. I've never been up in a plane before.
You ever seen a grown man naked?
Alright, they just skated by that comment.
You ever hang around the gymnasium?
We better get back now,
Oh.
Joey.
No, Joey can stay here for a while.
This guy's getting a little predatory.
It'll be different, like it was in the beginning, remember?
All I have are memories. I remember the nights when we were together.
What is this, eternal sunshine of the spotless mind?
How I used to sit on your face and wrinkle, and afterwards how we'd watch till the sun came up.
Sit on your face and wiggle.
Each new day was created only for us.
The way I've always wanted it to be, Elaine.
Not as long as you insist on living in the past.
Living on the past? What you want him to do? He's post-traumatically stressed.
They've cleared you of any blame for what happened on that raid. Isn't that good news?
What is that painting?
Because of my mistake, 6 men didn't return from that raid.
7, Lieutenant Zip died this morning.
I don't think your help matters, Elaine.
Hey, Stryker, how about a break? I'm getting tired.
That picture is wild.
Yeah, all right. Take 5.
Thanks.
I found.
He had a live model.
And Lisa, oh, you have a guitar. Mm-hmm. I thought maybe you'd like to hear a song.
All right, at least the little girl's vision still works.
Of the river of Jordan, find where it flows to the sea.
That's mellifluous.
There is only one river. And it
The child's in dire straits. This is a very spectacular juxtaposition of upbeat lyrics in a song with such drastic consequences medically for this little girl.
Elaine and I joined the Peace Corps. At first, they didn't know what to think.
Assimilation, am I right?
I started them on simple calisthenics and finally advanced competitive.
Your boy's a natural.
The advanced American teaching techniques that we were able to generations of isolation and communicate so successfully.
They're all exceptional athletes. Who would have thought?
I could go on for hours, but I'd probably start to bore you. You know, I really couldn't blame Elaine. She wanted a career.
Oh man, this guy is such a drab storyteller. He makes people fall on their own swords.
Let me see your tongue. This woman has to be gotten to a hospital.
A hospital? What is it?
It's a big building with patients, but that's not important right now. Tell the captain I must speak to him.
Oh man, these jokes born out of literal interpretation never cease to amaze me. Alright, my guy's having an episode, and not of the Big Bang Theory variety.
How soon can you land?
I can't tell.
You can tell me, I'm a doctor.
No, I mean, I'm just not sure.
Oh, that fills me with such joy. Had to sneak in a pie to the face. he got his specs. And we pull back and he has his Lakers shorts on.
I'll take care of the passengers.
Find out what the two sick people had for dinner.
A couple points of interest. We're now flying over Hoover Dam, and a little later on, we'll pass to...
They all got their blinders on. The pilot has such an authority over the speakers that they disregard their visual sightline.
Oh, this is Flight 209er. We're in trouble. We've got to have all traffic below us cleared.
All right, well, that's a stark difference between what you just told your passengers, but I understand you want to allay fear as much as possible.
Oh, stewardess, my husband's very sick. Can you do something, please?
It's nothing to be alarmed about.
She bit her knuckles. A clear indicator of distress and panic.
The co-pilot had fish. What did the navigator have?
He had fish.
All right. Now we know what we're up against.
There's a pattern emerging.
Just us, doctor.
Extremely serious. Starts with a slight fever.
Oh. He's screwed.
The victim becomes dizzy. Because from there, the poison goes to work on the central nervous system, causing severe muscle spasms.
He's experiencing these symptoms in real time.
Accompanied by uncontrollable flatulence. Until finally the poor bag goes to a quivering, wasted piece of jelly.
Ah, that doesn't bode well for their safe landing.
There it is.
Alright, that's a peculiar version of AI, but hey, we'll take this form of automated technology.
Yes, sir. Put out a general bulletin to suspend all meal service on flights out of Los Angeles. How about some coffee, Johnny? No thanks. I want the weather on it.
It was polite.
It's like I picked the wrong week to quit smoking. A man who knows that plane inside and out and won't crack under pressure.
How about Mr. Rogers?
Mr. Rogers, huh? It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood fame, or is this another bon mot?
Is the airspeed gauge.
520 miles per hour.
And they just got this blow-up doll navigating this fuselage.
35,000 feet. No, wait, 34,000.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's dropping. It's dropping fast. Why is it doing that?
It's perfect timing. The doll turns his head. Oh, she's giving what appears to be fellatio to this blow-up doll. How neat. So you're telling me this blow-up doll has some sentience and he planned to deflate, and they're smoking a cigarette afterwards. Oh, which is indicative of a romantic encounter. That's clever. That's a clever piece of filmmaking.
Elaine, you're a member of this crew. Can you face some unpleasant facts?
No.
To thine own self be true.
Is there anyone on board who can land this plane?
No, no one I know of. By the way, is there anyone on board who knows how to fly a plane?
They know what you suggest. What the fuck? Why? Oh, an arbitrary moment of nudity. It's not unwelcome, though. Not unwelcome. He's in the background getting decimated. They Could not care less.
There's been a little problem in the cockpit.
What is it?
It's the little room in the front of the plane where the pilots sit. That's not important right now.
I cannot get enough of that joke structure. They could do it 20 more times and I'll be on board every single instance. So masterful.
Can you fly this plane and land it?
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
Oh, so that's the origin.
This plane has 4 engines. It's an entirely different kind of flying, altogether.
It's an entirely different kind of flying.
This is pleasing me so much. My neurosynapses are getting a massage watching this movie.
I know nothing about flying. You're the only one on this plane who can possibly fly it. You're the only chance we've got.
Kamar, are you going to bear some responsibility? Although your character has been suggested to want to do the opposite, to avoid it. Which is why your girlfriend, or ex-girlfriend seems to be, is wary to commit to a relationship with you. So what are you going to do in response?
One of the passengers is going to land that plane.
Is that possible?
Possible. It's 100 to 1 shot. And all the pieces on a particular mission. Something happened tonight.
A terrific commentary on the artificiality of the rear projection.
Ted, what are you doing here? You can't fly this plane.
She has no faith in him whatsoever.
Read about Jehovah's Witness? How about Buddhism?
Jerry's kids?
He's giving it to religion, one fist at a time. Who is that character modeled after? Christopher Hitchens?
Riker, this is Captain Rex Kramer.
Let's not kid each other, Kramer. I'm gonna need all the luck there is.
Luck be the lady tonight.
You ever flown a motor-engine plane before?
No, never.
Shit. Goddamn waste of time. No way you can land this plane. Have all your...
Hot mic. Hot mic. Okay.
Yes, the stewardess is here with me.
Good. Have a cyclical...
They're definitely anthropomorphizing this automatic pilot here. Ah, that's tremendous.
And keep an eye on that number 3 engine gauge over there. It's running a little hot.
I know that right now things must look pretty rough up there. There's no reason why you shouldn't have complete confidence in your chances to come out of this thing alive and in one piece.
The vultures are circling.
She mofo butter laying into the bone.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
I speak jive.
Oh, good. Be back as soon as I can with some medicine.
Just hang loose, blood. She gonna catch up on the readout.
What it is, Big Mama? My mama didn't raise no dummies. I duck her rap.
She got a black card. We give that lady her black card right now.
We don't know how serious it is yet.
Yes, I'll be right down. Let yourself out the back door.
That appears to be an actual horse in the bed. Is that the horse from Godfather? Or y'all making a shuck and jive joke? Either way, I'm sold.
We're flying the plane. One of the passengers, but he's an experienced Air Force pilot who flew during the war, so there's no cause for alarm. Hit you, I'll take over.
Is that an ice cream cone?
Oh, it's a big, pretty white plane with red...
Because they're trying to get the scoop. Oh, fudge, dude. Reproving glances by that lady in the background.
Would you like a little whiskey, man?
Certainly not.
She got her own drug of choice. She wouldn't deign to drink alcohol. That booger sugar, baby. She has a line that she will not cross.
You will have to decide. You will have to decide.
All right, a moment of redemption for our protagonist.
I can't take the pressure. I was crazy to think I could land this plane.
Dang, all right. So he's throwing in the towel, huh? As it were?
I know what you're going to say, so save your breath.
Done the best you could. You really have the best you could.
Okay. Consoling him.
Tell them to get out there and give it all they've got. And win just one.
That's inspirational. Pep talk.
I've got a plane to land.
Back, that's all he needed. It was a little upliftment, some affirmation, So he's going to land this godforsaken plane if it's the last thing he does.
We've got to land now. I'm giving the orders and we're coming in.
Let's go, baby.
I guess the foot's on the other hand now, isn't it, Kramer?
He was so confident that that was an accurate expression.
How soon do we land?
Oh, it won't be long now. Try not to worry.
All right. Not exactly an encouraging feature film choice, huh?
There's a chance that we can save him. If Stryker can get that plane down in time.
That isn't much of a chance, is it?
Not exactly the vote of confidence.
Steve, every night you can get poured onto that field. Being done right now.
It's amazing writing.
I wanted you to know I'm very proud.
Aww. He redeemed himself in her eyes.
Tell him the gear is down and we're ready to land.
He's taking the bull by the horns, life by the reins, and letting the chips fall where they may.
Maybe we ought to turn on the searchlights now. Oh, it's just what they'll be expecting us to do.
I don't know. I don't know why we're trying to get some gamemanship here.
Land too fast, use your emergency brakes. That doesn't stop you.
Why is she fondling him? She got lost in the moment. She's titillated.
You should be able to see the field now.
I picked the wrong week to quit sniffing glue.
Ah, glue sniffing days. That takes me back to elementary. When we learned about it, we didn't do it.
Down 30 degrees of flap.
This guy's higher than inflation.
He's coming right at us.
All right, he's hallucinating. Okay, this is hair raising. Is he gonna be able to stick the landing? Nice and easy. Not ideal. Oh. He did it. He pulled it off.
I just want to tell you both, good luck. We're all counting on you.
This guy is checked out. He's out to lunch.
We're okay. Lousiest landing in the history of this airport. I'd like to buy you a drink and shake your hand.
He successfully maneuvered that plane to the ground. That's what we, the audience, want to see.
Loneliness, that's the bottom line. I was never happy as a child.
He's still soliloquizing, giving us his backstory. Man and woman rekindle their relationship after a rocky start, both between their emotional dynamic and in the sky. His inner journey to heal from the ails of World War and his outer journey of landing the plane somehow amalgamated into emotional and psychological success. And just in case you didn't know, this automatic pilot was real in this movie. Here's a little punctuation mark. All right. He gotta have the wifey, right? What does she think about you getting fellatio, buddy? Airplane! Exclamation point. Was such a feel-good movie. Such a feel-good movie. Such a profoundly engaging and compelling film. I'm obsessed with language, so the literal interpretations that are illuminated in this movie is such a rich source of unending joy for me. Unending joy. And it somehow was able to pull off very dark jokes in a lighthearted fashion. Like when he's telling the story of how he and Elaine met, and he's sitting next to that old lady, and then we get done with the story flashback. He said, "I hope I'm not bothering you." And she has hung herself. I mean, it's brilliant. It's brilliant, and it's macabre and morbid, but it's justified within the context of this movie's parameters. I mean, the quality and the nature of the joke writing in this movie really facilitates our brain's appreciation of the nuance of language. It's like the cockpit joke when She goes to Robert and is like, there's something wrong in the cockpit. He's like, what is it? She answers the simple truth. She answers what a cockpit is, as opposed to what we know to be him inquiring as to the nature of the problem in the cockpit. And it's stuff like that that really fills me with joy. It's why we like characters like Sheldon Cooper from The Big Bang Theory, for example, because he's like a personification of the left brain interpretations, left brain perspectives on any given subject. All in all, this movie was phenomenal. It was fantastic. The embracing of the silliness is what's appealing to me. It's so appealing when movies like this embrace the silliness and really unpack and deconstruct the nature of language. It's one of these movies I'm going to have to watch again because I know I missed a couple of references, but you'll forgive me for it, right? You'll forgive me. Thank you for watching. If you haven't already, like this video, subscribe to the channel, leave me some comments so I can get a little back rub from the algorithm, the ever enigmatic algorithm, and support me on the Patreon, right? Just a small act of financial kindness to show appreciation for these videos that are being made. And as always, till we meet again.